Oh, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much, dear devotees, for joining today. We wanted to seek the blessings of Radha Madhav, Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balaram, Bal Gopal, Gauranitai, Srila Prabhupada, and the assembled Guru Maharaj and assembled devotees. So we, as part of the Sanatan Dharma, we wanted to look at some very important personalities who play a huge role in Vedic life. And one of them is Gangamata. So I wanted to remember her. This is from the Garga Samhiti, Kalindya Gamana Varnana, text number 22 of chapter 3. So Shri Yamunoch Vacha. He Gange Tvam Tu Dhanyasi Sarva Brahmanda Pavani Krishna Padabja Sambhuta Sarvalokaika Vandita. Sri Yamuna said, "Oh Ganga, you are fortunate, you purify all the universes. You were born from the Lord Krishna's lotus foot. Everybody bows down before you alone." So Yamuna is also, of course, flowing from the spiritual world, as is Ganga. So they're both contemporaries, very important personalities. And Yamuna Devi here is glorifying Ganga Mata. According to Garga Muni in the Garga Samhita, Yamuna Devi and Ganga Devi are gopis engaged in Krishna Lila. And according to some spiritual commentators, they're expansions of Vishakha Devi. So we have Radha Krishna, Lalita, Vishakha, two principal gopis. So they are Vishakha is the source of, according to many, Yamuna Devi and Ganga Devi. Krishna desired that both Yamuna and Ganga appear in the material world for the benefit of fallen souls. There is a river called Viraja that divides the material world from the spiritual world. This river is an expansion of the Viraj Gopi. So there's a Gopi called Viraj. And here it is. This is so we have the material world, we have the spiritual world, and there's the river which divides the two. Then beyond the Viraja river, we have the Brahmajyoti, the Vaikuntha planets, the Golok planets. Beyond the Viraja is the spiritual nature, which is indestructible, eternal, inexhaustible, unlimited. It is the supreme abode, consisting of three-fourths of the Lord's opulence. So a quarter, perhaps even less, of the creation is the material world. So it's a small portion of the entire creation. How Ganga Mata appears in our universe is described in many scriptures, such as the Bhagavatam, as follows. Lord Vaman, the fifth avatar of Das avatar, Machkachvara Nasimvaman, in Treta Yuga, approached Bali Maharaj while the king was performing a sacrifice. The Lord appeared before him as a Brahmin boy, small Brahmin boy. So at that time, Bali Maharaj was, he had displaced Indra from heaven and had taken his position. Basically, he was in control of pretty much the whole universe, very powerful. And he was born in a demoniac family of Hiranyakashipu. He was the great grandson of Hiranyakashipu. So the demons had taken over the universe. The Lord was appealed by the Devatas to help them regain the control of the universe. So he came as a Brahmin boy and he begged alms from the king in the form of 3 steps. And Bali Maharaj, when he saw Vamandev, he was really mesmerized. Who is this amazing personality who has come in my yajna? And he said to the boy, I would like you to accept charity from me. And the boy said, yes, give me 3 pieces of land, 3 steps of land. No, I can give you a whole planet. Take more. Oh, Vamandev said, you shouldn't be greedy. It's not good for you. So then Gwali Maharaj gave that promise to the Lord, even against the advice of his guru, Sukracharya, because Sukracharya could see this is the Supreme Lord who's come to take everything away from the demons. So he advised Bali Maharaj, take your promise back. It's not a promise because somebody in front of you is not truthful himself. So you're allowed to take back your promise. But Bali Maharaj was very strong. He said, no, let him take everything. I don't mind. He's such an honorable person. I will not take back my word. So, with the first step, he covered the earth. The second step, Lord Raman covered all 3 planetary systems, the higher planetary systems. And he also pierced the covering of the universe with the toes of his left foot. So Lord Raman became Trivikram. He became huge, huge, absolutely huge. The Brahman boy became huge. And when he pierced that hole in the covering, which is not an easy thing to do, he caused a few drops of water from the spiritual world to leak into the universe. There you go. There you go. First step, earth. Second step, right through the coverings of the universe. And he's pierced a hole into the covering. So from that came a few drops, just a few drops. But of course, those few drops are like huge river called Ganga. This water flowed into the universe, came from both Yamuna and Ganga. This is according to Garga Muni, Garga Samhita 3.6. With Sri Ganga entering that opening, the Yamuna, the best of rivers, then came to the unconquerable Lord's abode of Vaikuntha in the planet of Maharaj Dhruv. So again, from the Garga Samhita 3.7. Together, Ganga and Yamuna first flowed onto Dhruv Lok, the planet of the 7, and then the planets of the 7 sages, and then purified the heavenly planets. So first, they went to bathe the lotus feet of the Lord at Dhruvlok. Then they went to the Saptarishis planets. Then they came to the heavenly planets. Later, they parted ways with the Yamuna flowing through Mount Kalindi, thus becoming known as Kalinda, thus becoming known as Kalindi. Then flowing into the Kanda forest, and then marrying Krishna, becoming one of the 8 principal wives. Ganga, however, remained flowing through different heavenly planets. She didn't want to come to Earth. And she had a couple of reasons. Firstly, the Earth would not be able to tolerate the force of Ganga's flow. So she would displace the Earth if she came straight onto Earth. And second, Gangamata knew that sinful men would be freed from sinful reactions by bathing in her water, but she didn't want to keep all these sinful reactions. So 2 reasons why she wouldn't come from the heavens. She just stayed in the heavens. She was meant to come, but she didn't want to. She didn't want to come to Earth. Anyway, in Treta Yuga, in the Ikshwaku dynasty, King Sagar, who had 60,000 sons, was trying to perform a horse sacrifice. Her horse was stolen by Indra and hidden near Kapil Muni's ashram in Patalok. So Patalok is in the nether regions, below Earth. Once looking for the horse, so he had 60,000 sons who who were looking for the horse. And they came near the ashram of Kapil and they offended him. Kapil actually had not stolen that horse. The horse was just lying near there because that's where Indra had left him. But these 60,000 sons, they offended Kapil. They accused him of stealing the horse. And Kapil Muni, simply by opening his eyes, burnt to ashes the 60,000 sons. 60,000 bodies laid in ashes. He didn't actually intend to do that, but his power was so immense. As soon as he opened his eyes, he just destroyed all of the sons. Anyway, Kapil advised, this was later, Kapila advised to those who were looking for the 60,000 sons. He advised that Ganga should be petitioned to come to earth and then to Patalok to save the 60,000 souls. So then their nephew, Anshuman, tried, he failed. His son Dilip tried and failed. But Dilip's son was Bhagirath. He succeeded. He was very powerful in his prayers and his tapasya. And he knew Gangamata's reservations and he pacified her. He promised her that he will petition Lord Shiva to break Ganga's descent by catching her on his head. So that allayed one of the fears of Gangamata, that earth would be displaced or destroyed. And he also assured her that many saintly people will also bathe in her waters, thus purifying her of all karmic contamination. So those are two very powerful reasons which made Ganga rethink her original proposal. So when Gangamata proudly, when she fell on the head of Lord Shiva, he calmly trapped her in his hair, and he let her out once she prayed for his forgiveness. So this is very famous, where Lord Shiva catches Ganga in his hair, and she flows from the heaven planets to earth. And then actually Bhagirath also petitioned Lord Shiva, yeah, I've got a job to do. I've got to free my ancestors. Please let Ganga out from your hair. We know you, how powerful you are. So then the Ganga came out of the hair of Lord Shiva, and she followed Bhagirath through the plains from the Himalayas down to the south, to the to the east. Once Gangamata came to earth on her way to Bhagirath and the nether regions, her rushing waters created turbulence and destroyed the fields and the sadhana of a sage called Janu. So this is another very interesting lila. This is near Navadvip in Bengal. This sage, Janu, was very powerful. He was angered by being disturbed by Ganga, and he drank up all of Ganga's water. Extraordinary how these sages are so powerful. Upon this, Bhagirath prayed to Janu to release Ganga so that she could proceed with her mission. Pleased with his prayers, Janu released Ganga's water from his ear. So this is a place where you still find the sitting place of Janu Muni at Janudvip. This is him swallowing Ganga, and then he releases her from his left ear. Oh, this is the right ear. Picture's the wrong way around, probably. Anyway. Maybe it was the right ear. And that's why she's known as Jahnavi. Ganga is also known as Jahnavi. Jahnavi, yeah, that's right. He's also known as Jahnavi, daughter of Jahnu. Nityananda spoke to Jiva Goswami about Janmagara, where they saw the enchanting hermitage of Janudvi. So this is in Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Sri Navadvip Dham Mahatmya, chapter 13. This enchanting place named Janudvi is known as Bhadravan. At this place, Janu Muni underwent penances and received darshan of the golden form of Gauranga. So there is an occasion of Janu Saptami when this all happened. We celebrate that annually. Gangamata is especially worshipped. Many people make offerings to the forefathers bathing in Gangamata. The Ganga is the life and soul of millions of souls and stretches some 1,700 miles across Bharat. It's huge, absolutely huge. Her source is here in the Himalayas, just beyond Gangotri, and she flows all the way to so many glorious holy places, making those holy places even more holy. And then she comes to Ganga Sagar in Calcutta, beyond Calcutta. And then later she'll flow into the Netherlands, into the Patalok, lower planetary systems. So this is the Char Dham, Gangotri, Yamunotri, Kedarnath, Badrinath. And the Bhagirathi comes from Gangotri. And then we have other rivers as well, because she's huge, huge. Mandikini, Mandakini, Alakananda. And there's the Yamuna is this side. Yamuna come from the Yamunotri. So we can follow the route of the Ganga. So beyond Gangotri is Gomukh. Gomukh is literally where you can see the glaciers from Gomukh. Perhaps because of global warming, glaciers are a little further away. But from Gomukh, you can see them. And there is a place beyond Gomukh where it's very difficult to go. Some sages meditate there, still meditating there from a long time back. I've forgotten the name of the place now. But so Gomukh, we can bathe actually. Literally icicles come and they form the Ganga, the Bhagirathi, and we can bathe there. So why don't we do that? We can bathe with our eyes closed in this very cold water, begging Gangamata, please free us of our craziness and allow us to become devotees of the Lord. Om Pavitra Pavitra Va Sarvasvatopi Va Yasmarit Pandarikaksham Shabhyapyatra Suchi Sali Vishnu Jal Vishnu Jal Vishnu. And we can bathe in there three times. Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai. And then this is a very nice prayer. It's from the Guru Purana. Om Pavitra Pavitra Va Sarvasvatopi Va Yasmarit Pandarikaksham Shabhyapyatra Suchi. Whether pure or impure, or having passed through all conditions of material life, one who remembers lotus-eyed Krishna becomes externally and internally clean. So this is a nice prayer. Before bathing, one can chant this prayer because, yes, we clean ourselves in the morning with water. So that's our body. But then we also need to clean the mind. The subtle body needs to be also purified. So this prayer is one of the ways that we purify the subtle body by remembering Krishna's pastimes. So this is Gomukh. These are the glaciers You can't go this close nowadays. What is that place beyond Gomukh? Is it Rishi something? Tapovan, yeah, Tapovan. That's right. Very hard to go there. You have to be really fit and strong. Oxygen is very hard there. So then we come to Gangotri, and we were very lucky. We were able to go to Gangotri last year, and it's one of the most fascinating places in the whole world. It's an extraordinary place. You can see the mountains, and the Ganga flows very quick, very fast, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful place. You can bathe here as well. Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Then we go to Prayag, which is on the way down from Gangotri, going towards Rishikesh. And there we can see the Yamuna and the Ganga meeting together. And we can bathe here as well. Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Traditionally, it is considered to be the place where sage Dev Sharma led his ascetic life, giving birth to its present name, Dev Prayag. It is one of the 5 sacred confluences in the hills and is an important place of pilgrimage for devout Hindus. Dev Prayag means godly confluence in Sanskrit. As per Hindu scriptures, Dev Prayag is the sacred event of merging 2 visible heavenly rivers, Alkananda and Bhagirathi, to form the Holy Ganga. Oh, it's not Yamuna. Okay. Yeah, that's right. It can't be the Yamuna. Yamuna flows further the other way. It's believed that a 3rd river, the mystical Saraswati River, is underground and meets these 2 rivers at the confluence, which originates from the Mana village in Badrinath. In Prayag, the river comes from the feet of Sri Raghunathji in Raghunath temple. Also, according to, we don't like this word mythology, because we believe that these are actual events that took place, and it's not a myth, actual facts. The footprint of Lord Ram are purported to exist at Ramakund. That's Prayag. Then we shift down to Rishikesh, a phenomenal place. Rishi, of course, means saint. Kesh means place of the rishis. And we can bathe here again. Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai. And we move to Haridwar, which is Hari, Lord Hari, Vaikuntha. Haridwar is the doorway to heaven, the doorway to Vaikuntha rather. And this is the famous clock tower where you can bathe. Many ghats are here. Many things go on. Funerals take place here. Ashes are also put into Ganga here. Loads of Brahmins are present to help with the ceremonies, Shraddha and other ceremonies. And we can bathe here. It's a very beautiful place to bathe. Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai. And then we come down to Kanpur. I haven't been there personally myself. Also known as Kaunpure, is a metropolitan city in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Founded in 1803, Kanpur became one of the most important commercial and military stations of British India. Nestled on the banks of the Ganga, Kanpur stands as a major financial and industrial center of northern India and is also the 9th largest urban economy in India. Today it is famous for its colonial architecture and gardens and parks. Perhaps not much spiritual significance apart from the Ganga flowing through it. Then we come to Prayag, also known as Allahabad, also known as Prayagraj, where the Yamuna meets the Ganga and the Saraswati. Saraswati is invisible, but it's known as Triveni because the 3 rivers meet. You can go into the middle and bathe in both the rivers, which we were able to do in this January, very luckily. Then we go to Varanasi, phenomenal place. Oh, we didn't bathe in Prayag. Ganga Mai ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai. Here's Yamuna Devi as well, so we can bathe in her waters as well. Yamuna Devi ki jai, Yamuna Devi ki jai, Yamuna Devi ki jai. Varanasi is a wonderful place. It's a city of Lord Shiva, and there's the famous Vishwanath Mandir there, beautiful, and it's really been done up, renovated so nicely. And again, we can bathe here. Ganga Mai ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai. There's many ghats here, over 20, maybe more, and one can bathe in these ghats, take a boat and go down the river bathing. Patna, haven't been there, and again, not too much spiritual significance, I don't think. Then we come to Navadvip. So Ganga's flowed many thousands kilometers, over 1,000 kilometers. Then comes to Navadvip, Mayapur. This is the famous TOEP, which is being built. This is Prabhupada's Samadhi, and wonderful to bathe here as well. Yamuna, Ganga Mai ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai. And then the Ganga comes down to the Bay of Bengal, Ganga Sagar. And we were lucky to go there again. First time in August last year. It's a fantastic place. One of the best places we've been to, I would say. And you can bathe here as well. Ganga Mai ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai, Ganga Mai ki jai. Parents on earth, Himavan, personification of the Himalayan mountains. Menavati, daughter of Mount Meru, adopted daughter of Rishi Janu, so she became known as Jahnavi, Dharmapatni of King Chantanu, and according to Shiv-Puran, also of Lord Shiva. Mother of Devrat, also known as Bhishma, and Kartikeya. Not quite understood that bit, but sister of Viraj and Yamuna Devi. Appearing in the Himalayas, Ganga is considered the sister of Parvati as well, who is also a daughter of the Himalayas. So, incredible heritage. Comparison with the Yamuna Devi. The Padma Puran states that Ganga water, when purified 1,000 times, becomes Yamuna Devi water, especially as Krishna has so many pastimes with Yamuna right from the beginning of his pastimes on earth. However, due to Ganga Devi's association with Chaitanya, who used to bathe in Ganga during his Navadvip, she is not less than Yamuna Devi. Thus, Ganga and Yamuna are to be considered like spiritual sisters, as is Viraj, and most dear to Lord Gauranga and Lord Krishna. In Vraj, Krishna once manifested Ganga at Govardhan. Ah, yes. That lake being known as Manasi Ganga. And on this lake, Krishna performed wonderful boating pastimes with Sri Radha and the gopis. So Ganga is there in Vrindavan as well. This is Manasi Ganga. One time Nanda Maharaj and the cowherd men wanted to go to the Ganga, but Krishna didn't want them to go. So he's called Ganga to Braj, and they bathed there. And they had some phenomenal pastimes, both pastimes. Krishna would tease the gopis, and they would, of course, tease him as well. 7 ways of worshipping Ganga, calling out her name, oh Ganga, having darshan of her by touching her waters, by performing arti, by bathing, standing in the waters of the Ganga, of the river, carrying clay dug out of the river. So it's interesting. Lord Krishna, while describing his offerings, Bhagavad Gita says, of following rivers, I am the Ganga. Just as Bhagirath brought the Ganga to Prabhupada, brought the Bhakti Ganga to the world. This is our great fortune. Really. Other names of Gangamata: Bhagirathi, Bhagirathi, Jahnavi, Nikita, Janukanya, Sapteshwari, Sureshwari, Bhagavati, Vaishnavi, Vishnupadi, Mandakini, Gangika, Gange, Alkananda. Some of the glories of Gangamata are described in a conversation between Shonak Rishi and Sutta Goswami. This is in the Kalki Puran. By bathing in her water, all of one's sinful reactions are vanquished. By pleasing Ganga Devi, one can easily gain release from the bondage of material existence. One who serves the Mandakini Ganga is always victorious and is considered the master of everyone. One who recites or hears these prayers, this is from Kalki Puran, chapter 34, either in the morning or evening or in the noon, will receive the association of Ganga Devi. All his sinful reactions will be eradicated and his strength and duration of life will increase. And of course, we have Ganga Mata also appearing in Mauritius. Karuna, would you like to share?
Hare Krishna. So at Ganga Talao, the Hindus in Mauritius, they do puja for Ganga Maya. So since 1972, someone in the north of the island, he had a dream that Ganga Mata is in that lake. So at that time, it was quite dense forest everywhere. So he's, he wanted to go and find that lake. So he went. He cut he cuts brushes, the wood, the trees, so that he could have a passage to go to that. And eventually, he found that lake. And since then, we started to do prayers. All the Hindus, they go there and do prayers to Ganga Mata. And at the same time, for Mahashivratri, we we have a pilgrimage with huge tower, and everyone goes there, and we do Mahashivratri at the temples near the Ganga Tara. So it's very, very nice place, and Guru Maharaj love. Really, I like this Ganga Tara, and we would say that it is a small Haridwar in Mauritius.
Very good. Very good. Amazing.
Yeah, we have many temples around the lake. Hanuman Temple, Saraswati Mata Temple, Ganga Mata, Yamuna Devi, Shiv Parvati, Ganesh, Kartikeya, Durgaji, Radha Krishna, of course, and Lakshmi Narayan. Yeah, many temples around. Yeah.
Amazing. Absolutely incredible. Great effort. Great effort.
Yeah.
Anything you'd like
So
to
we
share?
still
Sorry.
feel connected to Ganga Mata through this lake, and yeah, of course, it is very important. The faith is here, and as they mixed Ganga, the water from the Ganges in the lake, so we still pray and think that yes, Ganga Mata is here with us. So it's the faith, and we believe in it, and everyone believe in it. All the Hindus, they go there. So yeah, it's very nice.
No, it's amazing.
And there is another new temple just built 3 years back, where we have all the avatars of Lord Vishnu, the murtis of all avatars of Lord Vishnu. They have put that there. So yeah, this is a very new temple and very nice one also.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Wonderful. Surinder, anything you'd like to share?
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, as you mentioned, like Ganga passes through Navadvip Dham, and there is about 4 sloka in Prem Dham Devastotram mentioning the name of Ganga. So one of them is like that: Dvipanavya Ganga Banga Janma Karma Darshitam Srinivasa Vasa Dhanya Namarasha Harshitam Shri Hari Priye Sapujyadhi Sachi Purandaram Prema Dham Devam Eva Nomi Gaura Sundaram. So this verse referring to the appearance of Gauranga Mahaprabhu in Navadvip Dham near the banks of Ganga, etc. And another verse is like Snana Ganga Vari Bala Sangaranga Khelanam Balikadi Parihasya Bhangi Balya Leelanam Kutatarka Chhatra Shikshakari Vadatatparam Premadham Devam Evanomi Gaura Sundaram. This verse describes how Gauranga Mahaprabhu was swimming and playing in the Ganga with his friends, like that, some pastimes described in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And another verse is Sloka Ganga Vandanartha Digjigishu Bhashitam Vyachalankritadi Dosha Tatithartha Dushitam Dhvasta Yutti Rudha Budhi Data Dhima Dhadharam Premadham Devam Evanomi Gaura Sundaram. This verse refers about the debate on Ganga Devi. The Digvijay Pandit Keshava Kashmiri, he composed many prayers in glorification of Ganga Devi. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu pointed out some mistakes in his composition. And eventually Keshava Kashmiri was defeated in the debate. So this is the pastimes. And another one is Ganga Yamunadi Bindu Madhavadi Mananam Mathurartha Chita Yamunagra Bhaga Dhavanam Smarita Vrajati Tivra Vipralambhaka Taram Prema Dham Devam Evanomi Gaura Sundaram. This verse refers to that Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he visited all the temples along the Ganga banks of the Ganga and also the banks of River Yamuna. We visited the temples. And this way we remember Yamuna Devi and Ganga Devi and also Gauranga Mahaprabhu in these places of Tirtha. Yes, very interesting. Thank you, Prabhu. Nitai Gaur Haribol. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, anybody, any questions or comments? Okay, let's stop there. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Very good. Thank you so much. So let's go to the Nrsinga prayers. We pray for Prabhaben's husband. Hopefully he's getting better, although we've had no news. And anybody else who's not well, we pray that Lord Nrsingadev protects us and we can continue serving Radha and Krishna. Karuna, over to you, please.
Yeah, I would like to pray for my Guruji, the one with whom I learned classical vocal music.
Right.
So he's around 75 and he's quite ill, heart problem and quite some complications.
Oh no.
So yeah, just remember him.
Yeah. What's his name?
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Nanivan.
Gopi Chandra Mataji, she passed away on the 30th of March.
Right.
2 days back.
Ago. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Praying for her onward journey.
Yeah. It's quite a long time, wasn't it? Quite a long time.
Yeah, she was operated on 5th of February.
Wow.
She was only
also
47.
yes, Chaitanya Chandra Maharaj, very nice friend of Guru Maharaj, very nice devotee. He passed away a couple of days on Saturday morning or something like that. So in Bharat. So, yeah, I remember him. He's an amazing devotee. Okay, over to you, Karuna.
Shri Ashwini Nrsingadev ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Narsingha Kavacham Bhakshe Prahladenoditam Pura Sarvarakshakaram Punyam Sarvopadravanashanam Sarvasampatkaram Jaiva Swarga Moksha Pradayakam Dhyadvana Devesham Hema Simhasanastitam Vivritasya Trinayanam Sharadundushamaprabham Lakshmaningita Vamangam Vibhuti Virupashritam चतुर्भुजं कोमलाङ्गं स्वर्णकुन्दनशोभितं श्रिया सुशोभितो रस्कं रत्नकेयूरमुद्रितं तप्तकाञ्चन शङ्काशं पीतनिर्मलवाससं इन्द्रादिसुरमौलिष्ठा सुरन्माणिक्यदीप्तिभिः विराजितपददण्डं शङ्खचक्रादिहेतिभिः करोत्मता च विनयात् स्तूयमानं मुदान्वितं स्वरितकमलसंवासं कृत्वा तु कवचं पतेत् नरसिंहो मे शिरः पातु लोकरक्षात् सर्वगोपी स्तम्भवास पादं मे रक्षतु गनिं नरसिंहो मे दृशः पातु सोमसूनानिलोचन श्रितं मे पातु नरहरि मुनिवार्यस्तुतिप्रिय नासं मे सिंहनाशस्तु मुखं लक्ष्मीमुखप्रिय सर्वविद्यादिपापातु नरसिंहो रसनां मम वक्त्रं पादुन्दुवदन सदा प्रह्लादवन्दित नरसिंह पातु मे कण्ठं स्कन्धो भूभरणान्तकृत् दिव्यास्त्रशोभिता भुज नरसिंह पातु मे भुजौ करौ मे देवा वरदो नरसिंह पातु सर्वतः हृदयं योगी साध्याश्च निवासं पातु मे हरि मध्यं पातु हिरण्याक्षक्षा कुक्षिविदारण नाभिं मे पातु नरहरि सुनाभि ब्रह्म संस्तुत ब्रह्मानकोतया कत्यां यस्य पातु मे कतिं गुह्यं मे पातु गुह्यानां मन्त्राणां गुह्यरूपदृक् भ्रूमनोभव पातु जानुनी नररूपदृक् जाङ्गे पातु धरा भार हर्ता योऽसौ निकेशरि सूरराजा प्रद पातु पादौ मे नरईश्वर सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषा पातु मे सर्वशस्तनु मनोग्रह पूर्वतः पातु महावीराग्रजोनित महाविष्णु दक्षिणे तु महाज्वालस्तु नैऋत पश्चिमे पातु सर्वेषु दिशि मे सर्वतोमुख नरसिंह पातु वायाभ्यां सौम्यां भूषणविग्रह शान्यां पातु भद्रो मे सर्वमङ्गलदायक संसारभयतः पातु मृत्योर्मृत्योनिकेशरि इदं नरसिंह कवचं प्रह्लादमुखमन्दितं भक्तिमान्यपते नित्यं सर्वपापै प्रमुच्यते पुत्रवान् हनवान् लोके दीर्घायुरुपजायते यं यं कामयति कामं तं तं प्राप्नोति असंशयम् सर्वत्र जयमाप्नोति सर्वत्र विजयी भवेत् भूम्यन्तरिक्षदिव्यानां ग्रहाणां विनिवारणं वृष्टिकरोगसम्भूत विशापाहरणं परं ब्रह्मारक्षासि याक्षाणां दुरोत्सारणकारणं भुजे वा तालपत्रे वा कवचं लिखितं शुभं कर्मूले धृतामेन सिद्धेयु कर्म सिद्धय देवासुरमनुष्येषु समसमेव जयं लभेत् एकसन्ध्यं त्रिसन्ध्यं वा यपति नियतोदर सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्यं भुक्तिं मुक्तिं च विन्दति द्वात्रिंशतिसहस्राणि पाठेषु धात्मनमृणं कवचस्यास्य मन्त्रस्य मन्त्रसिद्धिः प्रजायते अनेन मन्त्रराजेन कृत्वा भस्माभिर्मन्त्रणम् तिलकं बिभ्रयाजस्तु तस्य ग्रहभयं हरेत् त्रिवारं जपमानस्तु दातं वर्याभिमन्त्रश्च कषयेद्यो नरो मन्त्रं नरसिंहदानमाचरेत् तस्य रोगप्रणश्यन्ति ये चक्षुकुक्षिसम्भव किमत्र बहुनोक्तेन नरसिंहसदृशो भवेत् मनसा चिन्तितं यत्तु सत्तच्चाप्नोत्य संशयम् गर्जन्तं गर्जयन्तं निजभुजपतलं शोधयन्तं हतन्तं दीप्यान्तं तापयन्तं दिवि भुवि दितिजं क्षिपयन्तं क्षिपान्तं क्रान्तान्तं रोषयन्तं दिशि दिशि सततं संहरन्तं हरन्तं वीक्षान्तं पूरयान्तं करनिकरशते दिव्यसिंहं नमामि इति श्रीब्रह्माण्डपुराणे प्रह्लादोक्तं श्रीनरसिंहकवचं सम्पूर्णम् श्री लक्ष्मी सिंह देव की जय प्रहलाद महाराज की जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय श्री गुरु महाराज की जय हरे कृष्ण
Thank you, Kavna. Wonderful. So, Nanibin, would you like to chant these mantras?
Yes, Prabhupada. Om Namo Bhagavate Narsimhaya Namaste Tejas Avir Avir Bhava Vajra Nakha Vajra Damashtra Karma Shayan Randaya Randaya Tamo Grasa Grasa Om Swaha Abhayam Abhayam Atmani Bhuishta Om Shom Swasti Astu Vishwasya Kala Prasidatam ध्यायन्तु भूता निशिवां मिथो दिया मानश्च भद्रं भजता ददोक्षजे आवेशतां नो मतिरप्यहैतुके मागार्धरात्मा स्वितबन्धुषु सङ्गो यदि स्यात् भगवत्प्रियेषु नः यः प्राणवृत्त्या परितुष्ट आत्मवान् सिद्ध्यात्यदूरान् न तथेन्द्रियप्रियः यतसङ्गलब्धं निजवीर्यवैभवं तीर्थं मुहुः संस्पृशतं हि मानसं हर्तीयजो अन्तः स्तुतिभिर्गतो गञ्जं को वै न सेवे मुकुन्द विक्रमम् यस्यास्ति भक्तिर्भगवते यकिञ्चना सर्वैर्गुणैस्तत्र समासते सुराः हरावभक्तस्य कुतमाहद्गुणा मनोरथेन सति धावतो बहिः हरिर्हि साक्षात् भगवान् शरीरिणाम् आत्मा च शानाम् इव तोयम् इप्सितम् हित्वा महांस्तं यदि सज्जते गृहे तदा महत्त्वं वयसा दम्पतीनाम् तस्माद्रजोराग विषादमन्यो मानस्पृहा भय दैन्यादिमूलम् हित्वा गृहं श्रुतिचक्रवालं नरसिंहपादं भजता कुतो भयमिति उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नरसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्. Hare Krishna.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Surinder, would you like to chant these mantras?
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu, Nitai Gaur. Shri Narsimha, Jai Narsimha, Jaya Jaya Narsimha, Prahaladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Blinga. Shri Narsimha, Jai Narsimha, Jai Jai Narsimha, Prahaladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Blinga. Shri Narsimha, Jai Narsimha, Jai Jai Narsimha, Prahaladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Bringa. Shri Narsimha, Jai Narsimha, Jaya Jaya Narsimha, Prahaladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Bringa. All glories to Shri Nrsimhadev, all glories to Nrsimhadev, the Lord of Prahlad. All glories to you who are like a honeybee, always hovering about the lotus face of Shri. Hare Krishna. Namaste Narasimhaya Prahladala Dadayaine Hiranyakashi Purvakshaha Silatanaka Nakalaye Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Yata Yata Yamitato Narsimha Bahir Narsimha Hridaye Narsimha Narasimha Malim Sharanam Prapade Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadhrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Lakshmi Narsingha Jaya Lakshmi Narsingha Jaya Lakshmi Narsingha Jaya Lakshmi Narsingha Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Jaya Bhakta Prahlad Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol 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 Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Hari Bol. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Nitai Gaura.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. You're muted, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Hari Bol.
Hare
Ravi
Krishna.
Prabhu, you're muted.
Dandavat everybody, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare